The peptide industry in the last 10 years is just literally blowing my mind. When I first got into peptides about 10 years ago, there was practically nobody even talking about it. There's very little presence online, and anyone I talked to had no idea what I was talking about. The only people that were visible that I knew about were Peptide Science, which is a company online, and there was a clinic in Tampa called Titan. Those are the only people that I knew about peptides. And just speaking with people, people had no idea what it is. But so just to kind of fast forward to today and just see the adoption and everybody talking about peptides, and people are using research chemicals, research peptides, it just blows my mind. So there is some good and bad things about what's going on. Loving the community that has been built around it, just especially last few years. It's really just gone up exponential. But also what I'm seeing is just everybody trying to jump on and make money and sell peptides. And there's some people that I've seen, some sellers that just, they have no clue what they're talking about. They have no clue what peptides are, and they're just making money. Just for example, just going on TikTok and seeing everybody, I'm looking around and seeing what everyone's doing. There was a seller that was reconstituting the peptides, and put the needle in, put the syringe in, had the vial upside down, and was blowing bubbles into the peptides. By no circumstance you should ever be blowing bubbles into your peptides. That is the quickest way to destroy the peptides and the molecules. That's just a rookie mistake. Another thing I saw, it looks like this seller was reconstituting the peptides and then sending them out to clients. So one, as soon as you reconstitute the peptides, they have to go in the refrigerator. Absolutely. So to send them in the mail, even if it's free 2-day shipping, be careful. Be very, very careful of these people. And to top it off, this person had all her stuff on the floor. She had the pins, she had the vials, she probably didn't even wash her hands. So it's crazy to me to see just all this attention in peptides. But like I said, just be very, very careful. There's a lot of inexperienced people online that are giving dosages and advice. Even if they're a doctor or a nurse, yeah, I might feel slightly better about it because they do have a medical background, but peptides are just a different breed, and there's just so much to learn about them. So just to get advice from somebody that just picked this up and has probably, not talking about the doctors or nurses, but probably someone that's never stepped foot in a gym, doesn't know how to diet, it's just a little too much. So if you're looking to buy peptides, just be very, very careful that you really do your own research and you don't follow someone's advice blindly, because you may probably know more about peptides than they do. If they're 18 or 80 years old, everyone's selling peptides. Just be very, very careful, because these are very strong. Sometimes some of them, if it's like a growth hormone releasing hormone or it's something similar, just be very, very careful. That's all I got to say.